Goku Black and Zamasu. Two names that resonate with fear and dread. Just hearing their names sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest warriors. Their presence alone is enough to make the most seasoned fighters question their resolve. These two villains, forever intertwined, brought unimaginable terror to the Dragon Ball universe. Their reign of chaos left cities in ruins and skies darkened with despair. They weren't your typical bad guys content with simple destruction. No, their ambitions were far more grandiose and sinister. They craved something far grander, far more sinister. They sought to reshape the very fabric of the universe itself. They desired a universe cleansed of what they saw as imperfection, humanity itself. Their vision was one of a desolate, apocalyptic landscape where only their twisted ideals could thrive. Imagine a world ruled by a being who looks exactly like Goku, the eternal optimist and defender of all that is good, a hero who stands as a beacon of hope and justice. Now twist that image, corrupt it with a heart filled with darkness and a lust for power. Envision a hero turned villain, driven by a malevolent force. That is Goku Black, a twisted reflection of our hero, capable of unimaginable cruelty. His dark energy and menacing presence are a stark contrast to the Goku we know and love. But Goku Black was only one half of this terrifying equation. His partner in crime was equally, if not more, dangerous. Zamasu, a supreme Kai apprentice from another timeline, served as the twisted mind behind their genocidal plan. His intellect and divine powers made him a formidable foe. Driven by a misguided sense of justice and a hatred for mortals, he sought to remake the universe in his own image. His rage and hatred fueled his every action, making him a relentless adversary. Together they formed a villainous partnership unlike any other, a terrifying blend of brute force and cunning intellect. Their combined strategies and power made them nearly unstoppable. Their combined might pushed Goku and his allies to their absolute limits, leaving entire worlds trembling in fear. The heroes struggled against their overwhelming power, often finding themselves on the brink of defeat. Theirs is a story of ambition, hatred, and ultimately, defeat. Their battles were epic, leaving a trail of fallen warriors and devastated environments in their wake. But even in their downfall, the legacy of Goku Black and Zamasu continues to haunt the Dragon Ball universe, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk even in the hearts of gods. Their story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fine line between justice and tyranny. Central to Goku Black and Zamasu's reign of terror was their shared ambition, the Zero Mortals plan. This plan was not born out of a moment of madness or a fleeting desire for power. It was a deeply ingrained ideology, a belief system that both Zamasu and Goku Black held with unwavering conviction. This wasn't just some haphazard scheme, it was a meticulously crafted plan born from Zamasu's deep-seated hatred for humanity. Every step, every action was calculated with precision, ensuring that their vision of a universe free of mortals would come to fruition. He saw mortals as flawed, chaotic beings, unworthy of the gift of life, let alone the divine protection of the Kais. To Zamasu, mortals were a blight on the universe, a mistake that needed correction. His contempt for them was palpable, a burning hatred that fueled his every move. Zamasu's disdain for mortals festered within him, eventually warping into a twisted sense of righteousness. He began to see himself as a divine arbiter, chosen to cleanse the universe of its imperfections. This sense of purpose gave him a dangerous resolve, making him more determined than ever to see his plan through. He believed that by eradicating humanity, he was doing the universe a favor. In his mind, a universe without mortals would be a place of peace and order, free from the chaos and destruction that he associated with human existence. He envisioned a utopia, a world purged of what he considered to be the stain of mortal existence. This utopia, however, was a cold and empty place, devoid of the diversity and vibrancy that mortals brought to the universe. It was a vision of perfection that only he could appreciate, and to achieve this he needed power far beyond that of a mere Kai. He sought out ancient artifacts and forbidden knowledge, anything that could give him the strength to carry out his plan. His quest for power was relentless, driven by his unwavering belief in his own righteousness. Enter Goku Black, a vital piece in Zamasu's grand scheme. Goku Black was not just an ally, he was a manifestation of Zamasu's twisted vision. By merging his essence with Goku's body, Zamasu created a being of unparalleled strength and malice. By stealing Goku's body and using the time ring, Zamasu created the perfect weapon, a being with the strength to rival even the gods, completely subservient to his will. This dark reflection of Goku was more than just a powerful fighter. He was a symbol of Zamasu's ultimate triumph over the mortal world. This dark reflection of Goku would become the harbinger of destruction, the one to carry out the gruesome task of eliminating all mortals. Goku Black's power and ruthlessness made him the perfect instrument for Zamasu's plan, a force of nature that would sweep across the universe, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. The Zero Mortals plan was a multi-stage operation, spanning across timelines and leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Each timeline they targeted fell like dominoes, unable to withstand the combined might of Zamasu and Goku Black. It began with the annihilation of Future Trunks' timeline, a horrifying glimpse into their ultimate goal. The destruction they wrought was absolute, leaving nothing but ruins and despair in their wake. This was just the beginning, a test run for their grander ambitions. They then set their sights on the present timeline, determined to eliminate Goku and his allies, the only ones capable of stopping them. The battles that ensued were fierce and relentless, with both sides pushing their limits in a desperate struggle for the fate of the universe. Their ambition knew no bounds, their cruelty unmatched. Zamasu and Goku Black showed no mercy, their every action driven by a cold, unyielding determination to see their vision realized. They were willing to go to any lengths, commit any atrocity to achieve their goal. Theirs was a cold, calculated campaign to reshape the universe according to their twisted vision, a vision that left no room for the likes of humanity. In their eyes, the end justified the means, and the universe they sought to create was one where only the strong and the divine could thrive. This was their devious scheme, a plan that would forever change the fabric of reality. While united in their goal, Goku Black and Zamasu were two sides of the same twisted coin, their personalities a study in contrasts. Their alliance was not just a mere partnership, but a convergence of two distinct yet equally malevolent forces. Goku Black, fueled by a lust for battle and a warped sense of Saiyan pride, embraced violence with chilling enthusiasm. His every move was calculated to inflict maximum pain, and he found joy in the chaos he created. He reveled in the thrill of the fight, pushing himself to the limit against opponents he deemed worthy. The battlefield was his playground, a stage where he could showcase his brutal prowess and unyielding strength. Each battle was a twisted form of self-discovery, a way to prove his superiority. He saw every opponent as a stepping stone, a means to an end in his quest for ultimate power. He mocked the idea of mercy, often toying with his opponents before delivering the final blow. His sadistic nature knew no bounds, and he took pleasure in the suffering of others. His cruelty knew no bounds, his actions driven by a warped sense of justice inherited from his Zamasu counterpart. This twisted sense of justice was his guiding principle, a justification for his heinous acts. He saw mortals as beneath him, playthings to be crushed under his immeasurable power. To him, they were nothing more than obstacles in his path to dominance. Zamasu, on the other hand, was cold and calculating, his hatred for mortals born from a place of warped righteousness. He believed himself to be the arbiter of divine justice, a god tasked with purging the universe of its impurities. He carried himself with an air of superiority, viewing himself as a god among insects. His disdain for mortals was palpable, and he saw their existence as a blight on the universe. He was a master manipulator, using his words to sow discord and turn others to his cause. His intellect was his greatest weapon, allowing him to bend others to his will with ease. Despite their differing approaches, both shared an unshakable belief in their own righteousness. This belief was the cornerstone of their alliance, a bond forged in their mutual disdain for mortals. They saw themselves not as villains, but as saviors, cleansing the universe of what they perceived as a plague. Their actions, though heinous, were justified in their minds as a necessary evil. This shared delusion, this unwavering belief in their twisted ideology, made them all the more dangerous, fueling their campaign of terror across time and space. Their combined strength and resolve created a force that was nearly unstoppable, a dark storm that threatened to consume everything in its path. Their legacy of destruction left an indelible mark on the universe, a testament to the devastating power of their unholy alliance.